Our modern world runs on rare earth elements, 17 remarkable metals with unique properties that power everything from smartphones and laptops to wind turbines and electric vehicles. These elements are essential to the technology that shapes our daily lives, often in ways we don't even notice. They're the invisible backbone of technology, making our devices smaller, faster, and more efficient. Without them, many of the innovations we take for granted simply wouldn't exist. Neodymium, for example, creates the powerful magnets inside your phone's speakers and vibration motors, allowing for crisp sound and tactile feedback. Europium and terbium are responsible for the vivid colors and brightness in your screens, making images and videos come alive with clarity. Rare earths are also critical for national defense and green energy, enabling advanced sensors, precision-guided weapons, and the efficient electric motors that drive the clean energy revolution. Despite their name, these elements aren't actually geologically rare, but finding them in concentrations high enough to mine is both difficult and expensive, requiring significant effort and investment. Extracting and processing rare earths is a complex multi-step process that can have serious environmental consequences, from deforestation to water pollution. This makes the supply chain fragile and highly concentrated in just a few regions. For years, a handful of nations have controlled this supply, making others anxious about access and sparking international competition for these resources. That's why new discoveries of rare earths are more than just economic news. They're geopolitical game changers, shifting the balance of power and opportunity. For any nation, finding these elements means a chance to shape the future of technology, secure a strategic edge, and participate in the next wave of global innovation. In 2025, the Philippines announced a major rare earth discovery, sending shockwaves through both local and international markets. The news dominated headlines, sparking excitement and speculation about the country's future. Almost overnight, the Philippines shifted its role in the global tech race, moving from a quiet participant to a potential powerhouse. Investors and tech companies began to pay close attention, eager to see how the country would leverage its newfound resources. Long known for exporting raw ores and agricultural products, the country now has a rare opportunity to move up the value chain and transform its economy. This discovery could be the catalyst for a new era of industrialization and innovation. For years, valuable rare earths may have left the Philippines unnoticed, mixed with other exports and processed abroad, with little benefit returning to local communities. The country's mineral wealth was often hidden in plain sight. Now, with confirmed deposits and global demand soaring, the nation can finally capture the true value of its own resources, keeping more of the profits and expertise at home. The timing is crucial. Just as global powers scramble to diversify supply chains away from China, the Philippines is suddenly in the spotlight. Its ports and trade routes are more important than ever. Its strategic location at the heart of Southeast Asia, along with strong Western ties, make it a key player in new alliances for critical minerals. The world is watching as the Philippines steps onto the global stage. High-level talks with the US and other partners are already underway, focusing on investment, technology transfer, and building local processing capacity. These negotiations could shape the country's economic future for decades. This isn't just about mining. It's about building a high-tech industry at home, creating jobs, and developing expertise that could benefit generations of Filipinos. The real challenge now is turning this discovery into lasting prosperity, ensuring that the benefits reach ordinary people, and that the Philippines truly claims its place in the new global order. Rare earths aren't just an economic issue, they're at the heart of a global competition that's shaping the future of technology, energy, and security. These minerals are a tool of global power, essential for everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced military systems. China dominates the rare earth market, controlling not only most of the world's mining, but nearly all of its processing capacity. This dominance gives Beijing significant leverage over the world's tech and defense industries, making other nations vulnerable to supply disruptions or political pressure. This near monopoly has triggered a global scramble among the US and its allies to secure new, reliable sources of these critical minerals, hoping to reduce dependence on China and ensure their own economic and national security. The Philippines, with its newly discovered reserves, has suddenly become a valuable piece on this complex geopolitical chessboard, drawing attention from major powers. For Washington, helping the Philippines develop its rare earth sector means not only securing a vital supply of minerals, but also strengthening a key regional ally in Southeast Asia, where influence is hotly contested. The Philippines can use this surge of international interest to negotiate favorable deals for investment, technology transfer, and infrastructure development, potentially transforming its economy. But the country faces a delicate balancing act, as it must maintain strong ties with both the US and China, its powerful neighbor and major trading partner, while protecting its own interests. Navigating this high-stakes game will determine whether the Philippines' rare earth discovery brings lasting prosperity or sparks new tensions in an already volatile region. The world is watching closely as the Philippines plays its hand in this unfolding mineral drama, with consequences that could ripple far beyond its shores. The Philippines isn't alone. Other nations offer valuable lessons. Malaysia moved up the value chain by banning raw ore exports and investing in domestic processing, creating high-value jobs and capturing more profit. The Linus facility made Malaysia a magnet manufacturing hub, showing the power of downstream development. Meanwhile, Greenland's recent rare earth find highlights the fierce global competition for these resources. Speed and efficiency are crucial. Simply having deposits isn't enough. The Philippines can learn from Malaysia's policies and Greenland's urgency. Regional collaboration, like an integrated ASEAN supply chain, could multiply the benefits. The message is clear: act fast, add value, and build partnerships. With the right strategy, mineral wealth can become lasting industrial power. Rare earths offer the Philippines a chance to build a more prosperous, tech-driven economy. Beyond mining, the real value lies in processing and manufacturing, creating skilled jobs and new industries. New plants and factories could transform communities, driving growth in education, logistics, and services. Malaysia's model shows the potential: hundreds of millions in exports and a growing share of the global magnet market. Even a small slice of this market could mean billions for the Philippines. This revenue could fund infrastructure, healthcare, and education, raising living standards nationwide. As a reliable supplier, the country would attract global manufacturers eager for secure materials. The opportunity is bigger than minerals. It's about building a resilient high-tech future. The promise of rare earths comes with a warning. Environmental risks are real and must be managed. Extraction and processing can cause pollution and toxic waste if not handled responsibly. The Philippines faces a choice: repeat past mistakes or adopt world-class environmental standards from the start. Modern plants recycle water and repurpose waste, minimizing harm and creating new value streams. Strict regulations, transparency, and community engagement are essential for long-term success. Western investors demand clean, ethical supply chains. Meeting these standards is non-negotiable. By prioritizing sustainability, the Philippines can set a new global benchmark for responsible mining. The world will judge not just what is mined, but how it's done. The rare earth discovery is a turning point for the Philippines, a chance to leap from resource supplier to tech powerhouse. Success will require vision, investment, and a skilled workforce ready for advanced industries. The goal: keep value at home by building processing and manufacturing, not just exporting raw materials. Strategic partnerships with the US, ASEAN, and global firms can bring in technology and capital. The Philippines must negotiate deals that benefit its people and protect its environment. The world's demand for secure, ethical supply chains gives the country leverage like never before. This is more than a mineral story. It's about national transformation and economic sovereignty. By acting boldly and responsibly, the Philippines can become a vital hub in the global tech ecosystem. The future is bright if the nation seizes this moment.